Get informed on what is happening in our political scenes and people who are making headlines in different parts of the country and the world right here at TAS TV. Join me, LAVIN NYAGOWA, as I bring to you weekly news highlights that are factual every Friday at 4 o'clock. See you then.
Katika kipindi tunakuletea wasanii.
What's up my guys, I go by the name Rainams.
Eti nikipita kwa macho na nipimia, na kama sina pesa unguwezi nipimia. Hapa Shenster the Poet manze.
Ngoma moto moto.
If you wanna show some love, I don't fake it too. Hey, da kumenya mawado mako. Nani enedera shire. Oh, utani waku.
Vichekesho mkisongaza, mahojiano moto moto, stori za wasanii pamoja na talanta za wasanii.
Fiki wa kasi gani kama wapatikani wakati wa shida.
Na pia kwenye kipindi utabambika, utajijenga, utaelimika, utakuza talanta yako.
My name is Rebecca Mutie, I'm a model and I'm Afri Kenya. I'm a student. Napenda kusikiza kipindi cha Bonga na Katoni kila Jumatatu kuanzia saa 9 mpaka saa 10.
Kumbuka ni kwenye Bonga na Katoni ndani ya TAS TV kuanzia saa 9 hadi saa 10 kila siku ya Jumatatu.
This is Bonga na Katoni in TAS TV. Karibuni. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on that time that you get to watch this amazing show. It's another beautiful Tuesday that we get to meet here again. How's your weekend been? Mine was quite eventful, had several activities to do, but now it's time to keep up, to get you updated with what's been happening in the country when it comes to entertainment, right? So thank you so much for joining us, for choosing to watch The Unfiltered. My name is LAVIN NYAGOWA and welcome to today's amazing episode. So without so much talking, allow me to talk to you about our sponsors of the day. This episode is proudly sponsored by the Smart Shopper, and on this episode we talk about this beautiful tree. I don't know if you can see it, but the tree goes for the prices range from about 1,500 all the way to 2,000 Kenya shillings. So being that it's the Christmas season and right now everybody is looking to, you know, have something memorable for somebody or for friends. We have friends and family who are coming to visit over the Christmas. So this is why this tree would be a very good purchase for you. So you can buy the tree and then it has this pads that you can use for writing. So each and every one, I don't know, let me just show you how we could use it. So this is how this tree works. So there's a pad and then there's a handle. There's a pad and then there's a handle. So you can have this for your friends and family who are coming to visit you for this Christmas. So they write something nice for you, and then your job, it will be quite easy. So you just tie this rope to the pad and then you hang it somewhere on the tree. And in the coming years, in the few years, you could actually just, you know, unatoa, unasoma, you could just have it put somewhere where you keep seeing this these pads every now and again, and you can read them every now and again, which makes it the perfect gift for Christmas, this Christmas season. So guys, remember to call the number 0798154042 to make sure that you make your order and purchase this beautiful tree for your Christmas season, for your Christmas holiday, for your family members who are coming to visit. And the good thing about it is that it's very affordable, 1,500 Kenya shillings to 2,000, depending on the size again that you would want for yourself. Away from that, allow me to get straight into the segments that we have today, and we are starting off with top trends. Well, on to our first story of the day. So now, due to public demand, we've seen pale kwa social media the past few days, Kenyans have been up kila mtu Christina Shusho, and now finally Christina Shusho amesikiza kilio yenu, and so she's set to perform in Kenya on the 31st of December. Now there's a plan for everyone. Kila mtu, you know, now this is a Christian event, so it covers everybody. So whether you just want to go there and, you know, have a good time with your God, maybe it's the first time you're going to bring yourself to a place where ni wewe tu na Mungu wako peke yake, you could definitely watch out for the concert. So the concert is being organized by Mwalimu Churchill, is working with Christina's team just to make sure that they bring a perfect concert for you guys on the 31st of December. So that is the good news that we start with today. So kama hauna deal, ama you don't have any event for 31st, ama you don't have any meetings for 31st, then you could definitely save the date for 31st evening. So itakuwa an overnight event, so make sure that you go and attend the concert, kwa sababu nani hataki kuanza mwaka na Mungu? We all want to start the year well. We all want to start the year with God. We all want to bring our plans to God. So just make sure that on that particular day you save the date for that amazing concert. So away from that, after a very long court battle between Kelvin's family and Patricia's family. So now let me put you on the know in case you don't know what's happening. So if you remember the story of Muffin Mungai, the boyfriend, and then Shanice Juanita. So when they were going around, I can't really remember, but it's like 3 or 4 months ago, when they were going to Mombasa to go and have a good time, and unfortunately they were involved in an accident, and kwa hii accident 3 people died. So we have Shanice Juanita died, we have Kelvin also died, and his daughter Erica died pia. So these 3, Shanice was buried kitambo, but then these 2, there has been a court battle on who is supposed to bury the family, because Erica's grandmother wanted Kelvin to be buried with Erica at Langata, but Kelvin's family wanted Kelvin to be buried at his ancestral home in Muranga. So there was the court battle that has been there for a very long time. These 2 were still have been in the morgue throughout her period. So finally, the family of Kevin has been allowed to bury Kelvin Mungai at his Irungu, at his ancestral home in Muranga. But then the court left it on Erica's grandmother whether she would want her granddaughter to be buried in Langata, it's okay. Whether she would want her granddaughter to be buried with his dad in Muranga, it's still okay. Or whether she'd want her granddaughter to be buried in Ukambani. So now that is upon them. But you know, sometimes it's very sad when you choose to involve your when you choose to involve very innocent people in something that they do not know. So I'd pick it from the words of Kelvin's aunt, where she said, kama haujui mizizi ya kitu wachana nayo. So there are several things that have been going on kwa hii court issue for it to come and end this way, but we are happy that Kelvin and Erica are finally now going to be laid to rest. And to any other person who's fighting such a battle, may God be with you, may God help you, keep praying, keep believing. At the end of the day, it's going to be it's going to end well so long as you trust in God, just like Kelvin's and Erica's has finally ended well. Okay, so on to another very sad story again. We have Ben Sol. Ben Sol is a Kenyan artist, in case you're watching us from diaspora. If you've not come across any of his songs, you can go and listen to his recent album, the Lion of Suda. So make sure you go and listen to him. So while at a concert, Ben Sol revealed that he lost his mom during that particular, the mom had died like a week ago. So kwa hiyo concert ndo aliambia watu, and then he dedicated a very special song to his mom Susanna. So may his mom rest in peace. And you know, one of the things that we all can really be, we all are scared of is the fact that, hey, imagine waking up one day and your mother is not there. That would be a really sad event. Very, very sad, because our moms support us to the very end, till their last breath. And we all want them to witness the fruits of their labor, to actually enjoy the fruits of their labor. So taking care of you, hadi ufike point yenye you are now an adult, but then your mom is not there to just witness the good job that she's done over the years zenye amekuwa. It's really sad. And to anybody who's going through that, ama who's ever been through that, may God give you the grace. May God be kind to you. May people around you also be very kind to you, just to make sure that, you know what, uko vizuri, unaendelea vizuri, your mental health is well taken care of, and that your mom, wherever she is very happy to see you the way you are. Like, unapambana na life regardless of whatever is happening, right? So thank you very much. So on to our fourth story of the day. So if you know Kenyatta, our former president Uhuru Kenyatta, his mom, Mama Ngina Kenyatta, the former first lady to the Republic of Kenya, she was the first lady in the Republic of Kenya. So she has been ranked the fourth wealthiest black woman in the world with a net worth of 1 billion. Imagine how rich this woman is. And she's a powerhouse. Imagine being married to a president and then giving birth to a president. She's one of the people that, you know, hakuangi sana on the social media side of everything, ama in the public eye, and especially after the husband died, now throughout his son's reign, hatukuwa tunamwona sana, but we know and we've seen her and she's there. And let me tell you something, she's a powerhouse. So just, if you don't know who, I feel like she should even have a memoir about her life and everything. So yes, she's been ranked the fourth wealthiest black woman in the world after Oprah Winfrey, Rihanna, and then there's, I can't remember her name, and then there's now Mama Ngina Kenyatta. So yes guys, Kenya tuko na pesa, ni wewe tu hauna pesa. And to the final story of the day, let's talk about now Zari the boss lady. Zari the boss lady apparently shared a video of her and her ex-husband Diamond Platnumz and Diamond's girlfriend Zuchu and her new husband Shakib. They were all having a good time in one house, in one space, and she captioned the video blended family. Of course it is a blended family kwa sababu Zari has Diamond's kids, 2 of them, and now Zari is married to a totally different person and Diamond is also dating a very different person. At the end of the day, these two are still tied to each other because of the kids, and we've seen them co-parent huku nje, and apparently their co-parenting has been termed as one of the best co-parenting in the whole of East Africa, if you'd ask me. So we've seen people coming pale kwa social media and everyone is like, oh, this is going to end very wrong, oh, blah blah. There are so many things that are going on, and I also feel like this is more of content for young African and famous. If you've watched that on Netflix, you know that by now you know that Zari and Diamond are featuring, and now having seen, ukiendelea watch the video, at the end of it you'll see the likes of this fashionista from Nigeria. You'll also see Fantana. You'll see a lot of other characters from young rich African and famous. Yes, that's the name of the movie. So I feel like it's more of content for the show, for the reality show that they are doing. But again, we never know. Maybe that is just the reality of what is happening, and if at all it's as peaceful as as she showed it on social media, then thumbs up for them. They're doing such a good job. Okay, so yes, that's all we had for you on today's top trends, and it's that time that you get straight to the next segment of the day, which is movies. And on this segment is where we normally review new movies, give you movies to watch throughout the week, and also make sure that we recommend the very, very new ones zenye haujaona. And we also take you back to the old times and give you something that you can watch from the old times, ama from movies za kitambo sana. So we don't have a specific theme for today, but the outstanding theme is Christmas yenye iko sana. The Christmas season, because of course it's December and we are all looking for something nice to watch with our families and friends and every other person who's around us, ama who's visiting us for the Christmas, ama yani we're just having a good time, you know, because it's the Christmas season, and of course we're showing love to everybody. So the first movie of the day is Leo. Leo is an anime of the day, is the Marsh King's Daughter. This is has a bit of crime drama, and it's also mystery. So on this particular one, a specific woman, the king's daughter, seeks revenge against the man who kidnapped her mother. So in every just looking at the real life, if something happens to your mother today as a person, what would you do? What would you do? So you'd definitely go after, either do something to help your mom out of it, or just because of the anger and everything that you have for yourself, you have to make sure that you go out of your way just to make sure that you protect your mom. So that is what is happening here. So this woman is seeking revenge against the man who actually kidnapped her mother. Away from that, we have Elf Me. This is an adventure, comedy, and family. So Trip, an unconventional elf who builds bizarre weapons rather than toys, crosses paths with Elia, a shy kid from a village in the Italian mountains. Initially at odds, the two must team up to save Christmas for a ruthless businessman. So this is another Christmas movie. Again, like I said before, it's the Christmas season, and if you love the adventure type of movies, then this is definitely for you. These two have to work together. One from a totally different background, and the other is also from a totally very different background. And these two, then they now have to come together just to make sure that they join hands and they save Christmas from a ruthless man. Who didn't want to watch this? And I feel like this is something you can even watch with your kids. The fourth movie of the day, we have The Naughty Nine. This also has a bit of adventure in it, has comedy, and then it also has crime. So it talks about the character Andy. So when Andy finds out he's on Santa's naughty list, he pulls together a group of naughty list kids to get the presents they think they deserve. Another Christmas movie for you this Christmas season, and the fact that it's more of kids and it has a lot of young kids as characters for the movie, then definitely it is something that I'd recommend for family. It's something that I'd recommend that you can watch with your kids, because uko nyuma we saw parents coming out to say that actually there are certain animations, some kids movies that aren't really kids. They have some hidden meaning behind it. So this is a movie that you could watch with your children. And so now to the old school movie review that we have for the day. It's called The Spending Quality Time This Christmas Season with your loved ones mkifanya kakitu, at least movies. So with that nimewa plug with something that you can watch from today all the way until we meet again next week on Tuesday. So with that, we head on a very short commercial break. Remember that this amazing episode is courtesy of the Smart Shopper, and on this beautiful episode we focus on this tree, and let me call it Christmas tree. So we focus on this Christmas tree that goes, the price ranges from about 1,500 to 2,000 Bob Kenya shillings. You use it for Christmas, so people could actually write for you what they think about you, or what they like about you on these sticky pads, on these pads. They are wooden pads, and then what you can do is join the two and then hang it somewhere on the tree, and just make sure that mti umeiweka vizuri, and so that even in years to come you could actually go back and just read and get to understand, get to know what people think about you, what people like about you, what people love about you. So we head on a very short commercial break. See you guys in a bit. Get informed on what is happening in our political scenes and people who are making headlines in different parts of the country and the world, right here at TAS TV. Join me, LAVIN NYAGOWA, as I bring to you weekly news highlights that are factual every Friday at 4 o'clock. See you then.
Katika kipindi tunakuletea wasanii.
What's up my guys, I go by the name Reynams.
Eti nikipita kwa macho unanipimia, na kama sina pesa unguwezi nipimia, hapa Shenster the Poet manze.
Ngoma moto moto.
If you wanna show some love, but don't fake it too. Hey, ndakumenya mawazo mako, nani anedera shire, oh, rutani waku.
Vichekesho mkisongaza, mahojiano moto moto, stori za wasanii pamoja na talanta za wasanii.
Fiki wa kasi gani kama wapatikani wakati wa shida.
Na pia kwenye kipindi utabambika, utajijenga, utaelimika, utakuza talanta yako.
My name is Rebecca Mutie, I'm a model and I'm African Kenya. I'm a student. Napenda kusikiza kipindi cha Bonga na Katoni kila Jumatatu kuanzia saa 9 mpaka saa 10.
Kumbuka ni kwenye Bonga na Katoni ndani ya TAS TV kuanzia saa 9 hadi saa 10 kila siku ya Jumatatu.
This is Bonga na Katoni in TAS TV. Karibuni.
What's your name?
My name is Kevin Kakum.
Kitui Francis.
From which school? Kenya Institute of Mass Communication.
Kenya Institute of Mass Communication.
What did you learn while at TAS TV?
Improvement of my skills in graphics, such as motion graphics, video editing, photography, also communication skills.
Camera operations, video editing, and improved my skills in graphic design.
Would you recommend anyone?
Yes, nilikuwa hapa TAS, skills zangu zili improve on communication with fellow co-workers and teamwork when doing certain projects.
Yes, new skills in photography. Communication, I have built more in communications through interaction with other colleagues or people outside there.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your attachment at TAS TV? 7.
8.
Generally, what will you say about TAS TV?
Wow, it's amazing.
being here.
I think this is the best place to be. Yeah.
Welcome to TAS Media Institute, the home of undiscovered talents. You will be trained by professionals who have a passion in what they do. Do not be left behind. Enroll now and become a pioneer of TAS Media Institute. We are located at Neema Plaza, second floor along Kenyatta Highway in Thika Town. Life can sometimes take unexpected turns, and this family's story is no exception. When a gas explosion completely changed the course of their living, Mr. Joseph Lual and his family have been forced to face unimaginable hardships. But even in this phase of adversity, they have managed to persevere with so much resilience. And as the saying goes, adversity introduces you to yourself. Let's get the story of Mr. Joseph and his family.
So welcome to the first episode of Brain Busters. My name is Mwangi Dominic. Leo tuko barabara ya MKU, tunauliza maswali tatanishi.
At TAS Media Institute, we let you discover your talent.
Welcome back, and thank you so much for choosing TAS TV. Thank you so much for choosing to watch the Unfiltered show. So now it is that time that we get to the last segment of the day. Today we're not going to have games, but our last segment is going to be books and authors. So the book that we want to discuss today is Tough Times Never Last, but Tough People Do. So without so much talking, allow me to get straight into that segment, books and authors. Okay, so this book is by Dr. Robert Scala. Sorry. The book is by Dr. Robert H. Scala. It talks about how tough times harden us, how tough times make us stronger people in the long run. So people who have experienced numerous hardships have showed higher levels of resilience and the ability to mentally withstand similar or even more difficult events. So that is what the book is generally talking about. So how then do we make sure that throughout these tough times we make sure that at the end of the day, there's something that is good for us. There's something that we are getting out of it. There's something that is making it worth for us to make sure that the next day actually tumeamka tena na tumeamua kwenda kufanya kitu. So now the book by Robert Scala, no matter how tough times the situation is, what you need to do is do not give up. Make sure that you manage the problem creatively. and constructively, just so you will end up to get to the end goal that you want. We all need to tackle our problems with so much courage, to an extent that ikifika hapo mbele, we know what we are really doing. We know what exactly is this that I'm going through. How then do I make sure that I handle this situation with so much care? How then do I make sure that hii situation haijanirudisha nyuma, no matter how hard it is? So the saying, tough time, when a tough man creates an easy time for themselves, what does that mean? It means that when you work hard, hata kama kitu inakustress aje, but at the end of the day, how are you making it easy for you to wake up the next day and just make sure that umetoka out of the situation that you are in presently, na hiyo kesho yake you do something better out of it? So what do you need to do? One of the first things that you need to do is prioritize the kind of relationships that you are having. Those relationships that do not make you a better person in any way, wachana nayo kabisa. Leave them alone completely. Another thing that I feel like you need to do, prioritize things that things or situations that are in your control. There are certain things zenye zinaweza fanyika, but they are out of control. There's nothing that you can do about these situations. There's nothing that hata ufanye nini, at the end of the day things will just remain the way they are. So you need to understand what is within your control and what is outside your control. So the things zenye ziko within your control, make sure that you come up with a good way to actually manage these situations for you, to make sure that kesho ukiamka, this actually do not make it harder for you to move to the next step. Another thing that I feel like you need to do is make sure that you understand the situation that you are in. His situation inakaje, and what exactly can I do to make myself get out of this situation? I want to make it better for me to get out of this particular situation. So once you understand what you're going through, it will be easy for you to know how to deal with the situation at hand. So when you do so, things continue to easen up. Sorry for that. Things continue to easen up along the way. That is the reason why I feel like the book Tough Times Never Last, but Tough People Do is a very good book for anybody who's a book enthusiast, or you just love reading, or you just want to better yourself, you want to make something good out of the things that you're in. It actually acts as a very good guide to help you deal with certain problems, some situations that come along your way in the long run. So that's all I had for you on the segment Books and Authors. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. Thank you so much for making sure that every other time you wake up to support TAS TV. Again, like I said before, this amazing episode is courtesy of the Smart Shopper. And the Smart Shopper, we have a very many items that range from home decor, birthday decor, Christmas decor, jewelry, beauty products, skincare products, anything that you want for any purpose. We have them at the Smart Shopper. So make sure that you call the number 0798154042 to make your order. And in case you are in Thika Town, you can step into Nema Plaza, Tante Africa Studios on the second floor, and make sure that you also make your order. Another thing, thank you so much for always supporting TAS TV and continue subscribing to our YouTube channel. We are on the road to 2,000 subscribers, guys. So by the end of Christmas, please just help us and help us get to 2,000 subscribers, because without your support, we cannot make any single step. It is through your support that we get to wake up each and every day, that we get to make sure that tumefanya kitu kila siku, any day, anytime. So please, as you subscribe to our YouTube channel, also make sure that you follow us on all the other platforms at TAS TV_official on Twitter, TAS TV_KE on Instagram and TikTok, at TAS TV on Facebook, and at TAS TV official on YouTube at www.tastv.co.ke on our website. Make sure that you just check across, and as you continue subscribing to the YouTube channel, also remember to turn on the post notification bell so that you get notified every other time that you get to post a new video. So thank you so much. Tell a friend to come and watch our content, because we have content that cuts across every age group. So whether you are an elderly person or you are a very young person, we have something for you. So thank you so much. My name is LAVIN NYAGOWA. This has been Unfiltered. Let's meet same time, same place next week. God bless you.
Get informed on what is happening in our political scenes and people who are making headlines in different parts of the country and the world right here at TAS TV. Join me, LAVIN NYAGOWA, as I bring to you weekly news highlights that are factual every Friday at 4 o'clock. See you then.